Oh. Hmm. You're what is this song? Sheesh. Dexterity with a 20 gifted to start it off. Thank you. Damn. 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 I appreciate it. What's up, chat? Wow, wow, skip. Yeah. How many steps in the day? Not a lot. I feel like it looks dark in here. Better. Played 5 agents so far in playoffs. Damn. Gotta order. Would I consider getting a heart rate monitor for stream? Sure. I would. Could be cool. Let's see. Guys, I think I'm gonna do the unheard of and get a salad. The unheard of. The unheard of. Watch the game. Hold on, I'm trying to see which one to get. What is this song? No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Did you see KO Phoenix and Euro changes? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Morning, Tarek. It's 4 p.m., motherfucker. Good morning. Mama, 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 mama. I should try what? No guests. You guys don't like hanging out with just me? Say it, dude. How's my Saturday? Not bad. Good. Split. Oh, yeah, it's a BO5. I didn't commit to watching the Japanese stream tonight. I just don't like that it's a commitment. That's scary. That's very scary. I wanted to order I feel like it's not a good idea. I'm getting a salad. I was thinking about getting I was like, I want a monster. I can just make a coffee. You guys want to hear the analysis? I like the music.
We went to Crossfire Worlds and we placed fourth. So
oh, it's Aaron talking?
Very, very well.
No way! It's a triple for Supa! Unbelievable!
Our team and their team, both of us have like a strong duelist combination.
Little drum
like
set?
Strong two duelists, so I think we're kind of similar in that sense.
They're a very aggressive team, and there's a lot of attention on Dicey and Baby Bay, but we have our own stars, Kryl and Zekin. So I think it'd be a great, really fast-paced matchup.
Who do I think is gonna win this? XSET versus FaZe.
Cells and Zekin as your duelist players. You know, we're gonna have to bring the heat and make sure we shut them down in order to win.
Super. Oh boy.
Surely not.
This would be a 1v4. This would be a 1v4! What?
XSET versus FaZe. Interesting. I think that fuck, it is difficult.
What?
Yeah, I want to make a coffee.
Hope everyone's working on their bingo.
I'm gonna eat a
Already got
salad.
there.
Actually,
That's right. We're getting real close. We're getting real close. Welcome back, everyone, to VCT.
I'm gonna make it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make the coffee while you guys listen to the analysis.
And FaZe
I was just ready.
Agent Select is ready
That way I don't
to
have to
go
do it
for
during the
split.
game.
Remember, FaZe is on the attack first. So let's jump into the Agent Select, see what we end up getting here. Don't expect too many
Give
wild
me
changes.
3 minutes.
But,
Yeah.
you know, again, it's FaZe. Anything's possible.
Yeah, this is generally just going to be the kind of stylistic difference between XSET and FaZe. And do they prioritize the Rays or the Neon? For FaZe, it's obviously the Neon. They'll go back to the pick on Baby Bay. That puts Zekin in towards the Rays. And then it kind of comes down to what do we have to support? What do we have to combo? For the side of XSET, they have Def with those grab wells. And they're actually going to go to the A-Run Viper again. They were playing with the Cypher at one point, but I think the Viper is the better pick.
Yeah, I mean, XSET is a team that plays very slow on attack. You're going to see them going up mid a lot, trying to bait out Raze nades, bait out Fade, Tether, you know, Astra Suck, all of that util. They're going to reset on an extremity and pop or split. They like to do that a lot. They like to split with the Raze ult a lot.
Yeah.
On the FaZe side, they like to take fast map control with Neon. Vents control is the name of the game for Neon comps. You take fast vents, you kind of hold that person in control. You can hear all the rotations throughout the map with the person in vents.
Yeah.
So whenever you're regrouping, you have all the information.
Yeah, and look for how Poise and Baby Bay play together. Watch those walls pop off. Poise goes through the slide off of that flash that Poise is popping. It works really well for them. XSET is going to need to shut that down.
All right, real quick, just numbers for game one. Who's winning?
XSET.
XSET?
XSET.
Oh, we're going XSET for the desk over here. But all right, now it's time to go ahead and bring up our casters on the giant screen. It's the Egg and Mustache Mountain as they call the action. Gentlemen, I love you and I miss you oh so much. Go ahead, take it away.
Thank you very much, Boomer Boy and the Zoomers. Yep, let's get this game underway. I'm excited for it. These kind of matches, Josh, here, XSET versus FaZe, it's always nice to call because the stakes are very simple. You win this, you're into Copenhagen. You lose it, you're going home.
Yeah, and in some sense, it's the worst place in the bracket to lose. It's Heartbreak Hotel in the lower bracket final because you cannot have another instance if you're on the XSET team where you get within touching distance and you just can't make it. For FaZe, I really agree with the desk. They're playing with house money here. They've made an insane run, and the question is just whether or not they can keep it up. Interesting to see that they've picked the attack side here on Split. Their attack side has looked pretty poor in their previous games that they've played, you know, when they were going up against 100 Thieves. But at the same time, their first half has been fantastic. So you've got the two kind of dueling against each other here. If FaZe can get out to something hot, could bode really well.
Let's go right into it. Pistol rounded in person one. Here on Split. And you're going to see some slow, purposeful gameplay from XSET. FaZe probably looking to do the opposite a lot of the time, I think.
Well, you heard it from Valen as well, kind of explaining how these compositions tend to work.
I'm almost done, 1
Obviously,
second.
Something slightly different here on the pistol.
Of course.
All gathering up outside of A. And you won't expect XSET to be playing aggressively into you here. The FaZe are more so playing to deny information. The flash, obviously, and the fact that they've heard a headhunter over by A ramp indicates there's somebody there. And now a knife, a fault line, 2 smokes, and Cryo. I mean,
they're just sending it. They're just sending it. Cryo is under pressure, but he's got to anchor it. Lock it down for the team. He's got that crossfire. BCJ from on high, and all the players of FaZe are just toppling one after the other. And Cryo, well, plays it patiently. Doesn't overextend himself. Rendezvous TP's away to safety. Fly is struggling a little bit. Early days yet. Boombot still survives there, but Dicey and try and even this out now.
We've seen some insane moments from these FaZe players. I'm not just talking about Dicey. Fly has been nuts too.
I don't want to count these guys out.
Not by any means, but look at the respect.
My best reaction yet.
allowing them to take site, get the spike, maybe even go for a plant here before XSET decide.
Oh, that nade is huge.
Okay. Well, there's one nade. Still Dicey, you've
Oh!
got to be joking.
Bro, I guess Zekin's been watching my Raze gameplay.
There's no shot he's able to hit those shots and rattle it off, but at the end of the day, it's XSET who will take away that pistol round.
And I feel like that pistol kind of summarizes what you're going to be seeing all throughout this best of 5 series.
It's going to be a quick bingo
Zekin's
game.
been fucking watching me closely.
Explosive nature coming out from FaZe. Their players are fabulous. They can pull out ridiculous moments. You saw the 1v4 from Superman, Dicey, Baby Bear. Everybody on this team can have their moments. And XSET are going to try and play as drilled as possible. That is the name of the game for them. Really focusing on that teamwork, setting up good crossfires, having clinical retakes, and putting the FaZe players
That's the case
in
3
unwinnable
Raze.
situations.
Yeah.
You can be as good as you
That's
like.
not nice.
Hello, wait a second. FaZe are going for the force. They love going for this. Every single time they're on the attack and they get the spike down on the pistol, they're going to force second round.
Always going for it. The Trailblazer just whipping past. Probably gathering a bit of information, potentially, but the players of FaZe were tucked around the corner, hiding themselves.
It is the same
It's the exact
setup
same
here,
setup.
except Cryo's not anchoring the A side.
This time they're taking a bit of ramp control, but no, it's just a pivot. Baby Bay was holding it for a moment. Stun, sent across. Guns being fired. Except more than aware now that they bought into this one. And they're going to get this plant down on top of it. Cryo, he's being pressured down to 40 health. No kills on either side, but eventually something's got to give. Something's got to topple. Firing from either side as well. The exchange of
Bulldog
utility, snake
user.
bites, nades, all of it just going one side to the other.
They always do
Both
this. They
teams
plant the
trying to
bomb
run
and
for
everyone
control. They
fights
haven't.
ramp.
BCJ's doing
They
heavy lifting,
always
just trying to
fight
heal the
ramp.
rest of his team up. And XSET, they're happy to be in a
Big
retake
flash.
but without A heaven control.
This is a force
This
from
is not
XSET?
possible.
No,
All
what?
It
funnels
is.
into Superman and Poised.
Wow.
And
Big
that's why
flash.
FaZe forces second round. They can get into some really tricky scenarios.
The winner goes to Iceland?
And XSET couldn't
Iceland?
find the pick that they needed there.
No, the winner goes
FaZe got up
to
A
Copenhagen.
ramp. That was
Iceland
good
is
night.
done, bro.
Yeah, and for how purposeful XSET love to play the game, I feel like as well, a matchup against FaZe, they're the kind of team where you don't want to give them an inch because they will take a mile.
Copium
One
Hagen.
little
I
misstep,
like that.
Not clearing the corner, not expecting Superman to be there.
Sure, I think the wider problem for XSET
The loser
was that
goes
they
to
just didn't
Iceland,
have any
exactly.
control over A heaven. FaZe were
We send the
very
loser there.
proactive
Couldn't
in that
take it.
post plant. Talk about proactivity.
Ropes,
Here's XSET
we saw
going for
this.
a quite unusual A main push with 3 of their players.
Lands above ropes and you
and
can't
second
break it.
behind.
5 head.
Contact thing, Dicey.
They
The
smoke.
one
They,
absorbing this one. The wall goes up now. Dicey's aware though. He knows that's just to try and stop and work away around his trademark. Mowing down the opposition. Feeding him a couple of those auto
Bro,
points as well.
Dicey
He's gonna
don't
be looking to
miss,
try and Get
dude.
that tour de force online.
This guy's different
relatively
now.
soon.
Yeah, that
Remember
is
when he
gonna
was
be
saying to us,
extremely
he's like,
dangerous as we head into the next round where XSET have rifles.
he's telling me that
This
instead
time,
of being
that
stupid
play
half the
just
time,
not
you got to
even
be stupid
slightly
all the
loaded.
time
As soon as Aaron put
to
down
get the
ball
real
to get past the
consistency you need in
trademark,
your game.
It might
Says
work
if you're gonna
Dicey's
play like an
playing another
idiot, don't
position, but
half-ass
he's,
it. You gotta be a
installed so
full-time
heavy, he's
idiot.
gonna take mid control, and he just leaves that
Something
trademark
along
alone.
those lines.
When
I
Dicey's
didn't know
within
what he was
audible
talking
range of the
about, but it
wall
made
happening
sense.
there,
He just knows.
He reads everything.
Yeah, fully aware.
And so X really are going to have a challenge in this next round. Zekin, of
Don't
course,
do
the
1
1v5
foot in,
field,
1
only
foot
a
out.
Classic has little to no chance of making this one happen. But XSET are
You gotta go
given
all
some
in.
time here, and Def is given some time to think over what their plan should be against.
If you're gonna
Dicey's
be bad, you better
and
be
it's not
real
normal
fucking
for you to
bad.
be too much afraid or build a game plan around an attacking op player.
If you're
on
bad-
split of all places, but
Okay.
on this map, on any map, if you put a tour de force or an op into Dicey's hands on their attack side,
He's a menace.
finding you openers.
He's a menace.
He really is. They can work him into such great positions here, up through mid, peeking towards B heaven. They can have him hold the line towards A ramps.
Yeah.
That is your first.
I went live late, I know.
flawless of this match.
I know.
As Dicey just mops up XSET over by A.
Dicey being one of the heavy hitters for FaZe in terms of his playoff performance as well. He's been right up there.
It's been spectacular. So their answer is to put Cryo on an op. He's going to be holding A heaven. Look at how passive Cryo's positioned actually at the beginning of this round. They're anticipating FaZe to take really early A ramp control. That's what they're doing. And Baby Bay walks into the sight line.
Does get punished though.
He misses.
What?
Yeah, Cryo whiffs the shot ever so slightly, and Baby Bay, wow. You already know he's just going to be wandering straight up into this one, but Aaron
a big
takes
one.
a slide off angle. Works his way up there into the
Bait
ropes.
set up.
He does catch Baby Bay.
Bait set up. Oh, they saw him.
Alone.
Oh no, Zekin, you've been watching me too much. Whoa, movement. Overheat.
Dodge and juking sideways this way. That Superman though still rips his head off. It matters not.
But Aaron's kind of snarled them up there, and that was really nice.
I do the same shit, bro. I shoot someone, take my nade out right away.
In the middle of the
no
round,
hesitation.
To be able to get behind.
Rather start offense or defense on split first.
And still be there to collect the mid push. It didn't go exactly to plan for XSET.
We started offense.
And now
I think most people start defense. So it's definitely a change of pace.
Superman's
I mean, it's not
really
that bad, right?
In a position where he can make anything
You
happen.
can kind of
as the spike in market.
set the tone for the game.
And there are XSET players all
by
over
starting
the place
offense.
in dangerous positions. These are the rounds where Dicey can use his tour de force to pick
Uh-oh.
off players in spots you would not expect an attack mapper to be able to.
Timing!
And look at how
scared
they are so worried about the potential lurk through into the spawn. Cryo just gets off the angle for but a moment.
Yeah.
Leaves it.
And that threat that Dicey could be in spawn
my God.
is just giving them free access.
They know
to the
BCJ's main, I bet.
They must be aware that
empty.
BCJ could be here.
Yeah, I feel like they
Are
have.
gonna clear it?
I feel like they had an idea,
eventually
but I
finds
probably
it.
didn't
That's
expect them so close.
Just fortunate timing. Dicey wandering around, just trying to clear every potential angle. Now just let up to Superman. Quick little reload. Gets that one bit of information. Of course, he knew
He's out.
BCJ was there.
The
Anyway,
nipple
but it is
crosshair.
just cautious play still. Walking past. BCJ makes no noise, and yeah, too much to watch for.
That's some COD timing for real.
Def sneaking above him over at rafters, and
True.
that information game goes both ways. FaZe had got themselves into some weird positions, but they were themselves unaware of where the defensive players could be for XSET. So we're going to tie things back up at 2-2. The threat of Dicey's tour de force now offline. And look at how Baby Bay was punished here. This wrap around is a really crucial theme to punishing Neons. If you can get between the Neon and the rest of their team and loop behind them through their wall, this kind of stuff, you're going to be able to isolate Baby Bay a lot. And think about, there were multiple different ways that Baby Bay could have to dodge an op shot from Cryo.
What's wrong with you?
To start the round. And speaking of which,
Are you guys all on summer break? Or do most people here not go to school?
Still able to buy in this one, and still having to worry about Cryo's op, but it's not on any kind of angle early.
Yeah, well, fast lane's going to get dropped down straight across the side here. Baby Bay, no, that's that random spam. Even a slight corridor, one angle. Definitely that he could just spam his way through and potentially be rewarded.
Right. A lot of people also graduated.
Baby removed. The spike will still go down, but XSET picking them apart as the reposition of FaZe is trying to be played here. They're trying to gain.
Oh, they lined up for you. Superman, cape on.
Superman takes it up. One little shot. Okay, bit of a
cape off.
But he gets it in the end. But the double face of XSET is there. Zekin and Aaron, safe hands for them.
Is tomorrow's finals just seeding for Copenhagen? Yes.
So far in this attack half, early days of course, but FaZe have been trending towards the A site in almost all of the rounds that we've seen played. On the pistol, on the force buy, here again, once we had a rifle v rifle round.
I just finished school after 8 years, being able to go by doctor now.
This time,
getting drunk and playing Valorant for the next month.
Because they had that cosmic divide from Superman.
We got fucking doctors in the chat.
Blocking that area off, they instead push for screens. But Cryo did a good job of stopping them, or at least delaying them for long enough that the rest of the stragglers could get picked off. XSET's retakes have been
I may forgive, but I don't forget.
They were extraordinarily good.
Nah, I don't hate you. I'm totally a joke. I don't care.
And they're looking good here again, able to deal with this aggression.
Yeah, unique puzzle, I think, that's facing a team like XSET as well. At the back of my head, I always think when I'm watching this team that they
ditched you to do it, Wardell?
Against teams that are a
little bit
more
Wardell? Oh, that one day, I see. I didn't ditch you. I already was dueling with him. I didn't ditch you.
They tend to do that. They take a lot of risks.
But
sometimes.
I guess it worked out in a funny way then.
They've been hitting wherever the Neon has been going. This time, playing much more of a spread default. Not going for a fast B hit here. But once more, you have kind of Baby Bay and Cryo facing off.
Bachelor of Electrical Engineering. Is it true that electrical engineering is the hardest form of engineering?
There to keep that area of the map under their
Commence
control.
war! I'm gonna get my coffee.
And you can see based on the defensive rotations, they're expecting this to be a B hit. Some kind of mid-split, perhaps. But they're reading this play.
Information was gained at some point, not sure when, but there we go. Null command popped off, stun, rips across. Catching up onto a couple of targets, nobody's quite watching it. Def does cover it, but the damage always being done still. Swinging from poised, he's going to be dropped down to his knees, providing that information, but out of the fight. Dicey with this one, they have lined up for him. It's immaculate. The Resurrector's there, just baits it, and the angle was held. FaZe, they're going to bring it up now, even 3-3 on their attack side. A split. They're doing some damage and doing some work.
Yeah, they really need these rounds. If they have a chance of being able to take split away, their attack half has to be decent.
Did anyone drink their coffee straight up black?
Already is good. What went wrong for XSET there? Well, the null command just completely isolated those two players on site, and they had no idea that there was a player wrapping them around the pillar. A bit too static in terms of
trying it out right now. It's fucking bitter.
Fast
fucking bitter.
FaZe are going to be quick. They're going to be on top of you before you can
react. A lot
react.
of people are saying yes. It's very, it's very bitter.
These kind of moves.
Get used to it.
XSET have a ton of ults to be able to work with here, but FaZe, again, are just keeping it simple. All of their players grouped up towards B main. They've thrown one default round.
Get lighter coffee beans.
They're just
it's a good idea. My coffee beans are, yeah, I think they're, I don't know what they are. I think they're medium.
Player isolated. Right down.
Oh, wow.
Showstopper. Whips himself out of heaven. The satchel's in his hands. He does get the one, but still the players are just toppling. Quarter force in hand for Cryo, but still that Cosmic Divide just blocking off
3-on-3. Dicey's pushing. Uh-oh, Cryo's aware.
Now down to the 3v3. Cryo.
Dicey does not miss.
It out ever so slightly.
Cryo was reading that play.
He's a perfect player.
Dicey going for the same play, really, that they've been doing on the A side, getting aggressive in the post plan. But Cryo's timing just not quite there.
Oh, they're splitting up.
From FaZe. They haven't quite managed to isolate.
Wait, FaZe through. FaZe through.
Menace with a Spectre in hand sometimes, but the timing as well, the positioning being taken.
This is qualification BO5. Loser goes to Iceland, winner goes to Copenhagen.
Making sure that the attention was focused. The perfect
that was a
opportunity
massive
for BCJ to grab that round.
Toss.
Everybody was looking hell there from FaZe, even in their player advantage situation. They're not able to win that one. This one's been back and forth, and that's been something you can't really say about FaZe games so far.
No.
They have either dominated the half or gotten plowed. So it's good to see both of these teams on somewhat even footing when you would consider XSET to be the heavy favorites here on Split.
We send the losers to Brazil. What the hell?
It bodes well for potentially a close series.
We haven't seen FaZe go towards mid on any of these rounds so far, particularly. This time might be the exception. They had one round where they went towards Vent after making a bit of pressure up towards A ramp. There is just so much utility here for our XSET.
Look at what I have to get through. I mean, BabyBay just disrespects it.
It's one of the advantages of having a maniac playing Neon on your team.
Yeah. Flashes has bored him. He's going to be working his way up with the trademark on now. They're just biding their time if they can still. Dicey holds the angle. The aim reset, man. What is that? 2 kills. And he gets the third. Why not?
He's just so clean.
Name of the game is consistency with him.
Dicey's got 3. God damn it. So many
walks down
distractions.
That one mid-angle. The ropes, not letting any players from XSET rotate in.
XSET need to be able to trade those. If Dicey's able to run away with this series,
how does he do it?
It's going to be absurd. Dicey's been such a beast in the playoffs, and I think a lot of people are coming into this game wondering what that head-to-head is going to look like between Dicey and Cryo, or Dicey and Zekken. You know, these star players from XSET, are they going to be enough to shut him down? You heard BabyBay talk.
He's one person.
He said, we need to get on top of Cryo and Zekken early and squash them. That's a squashing that Dicey just gave them in that round.
Yeah, his consistency has just been honestly sublime. One of the best players in the North American playoffs, in my opinion.
Definitely.
When it comes to just the level of play, he's played some of the most games out of any other players, just in terms of the way that FaZe have traveled.
Bro, Dicey's bounced back from 100 Thieves to now.
Just incredible numbers.
His glow up.
He's
well, let's see if they qualify. That will be the ultimate glow up.
Already crazy in groups.
It just reminds me thinking back as well when FaZe were just in the open quals, and the question was, can they do it in the group stage?
Yeah.
And I mean, they certainly did.
Well, guess what? They can do it in the group stage, and they can do it in the playoffs.
Here we are, lower finals. Reminder of the stakes as well.
It was actually good on 100 Thieves too, as well. That's true. The only reason I think they replaced him is because, or a big part of it.
Series, I can tell you that one.
I think they wanted to move away from 2 duelists,
Dicey hit
right?
these clean shots. Def not quite.
Because it wasn't meta anymore.
And then Cryo comes to see if he can.
Or they had 3 duelists. I forget.
And just peeks straight into Dicey, who is 13-5 right now.
God almighty.
He would be top
so
fragger even
available?
without that 4K that he managed in the round. So XSET take a timeout. They need to freeze the game a little bit here as FaZe have picked up.
They ended up losing both of them.
Final 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Just unlucky.
That was all the rounds being won here off the back of these retakes.
Yes. XSET, I think, have come in with a smart game plan, which is to play retake a majority of the time. FaZe's composition, if you try and anchor the site against them, Baby Bay's going to be on top of you. And the amount of utility they have with the double flash and the stuns into the Astra Suck,
everything.
It's absurd if you're trying to anchor sites against
monkeys.
them.
How'd you put so many typos in your sentence?
Just get the plant down. They want to push on the post plant as well.
What are you
and that's
typing
where the
on?
real fight is going to end up happening. Whether XSET are able to control that. Of course, not exactly how round 8 went, but that has been a serious theme so far in the match. And this is going to be a rough buy.
Yeah.
Only BCJ saving the Vandal. This is going to allow FaZe to start treading towards a very successful first half.
This is where you can get the snowball going.
It's so weird watching FaZe, Brent, because they... actually, they're going to be pushing into a 3-player split here, so...
Yeah, I
have to see how this one goes.
I mean, XSET just stacking with a couple of players, maybe
A stack.
lean over towards A. They've got the rifle over here. BCJ, I mean, he could do some serious damage,
big nade.
Serious work, and there he is. Flash.
Wow, good flash, dude.
Another player spotted, and yep, boys, you're not going to be able to whip out any utility. No flashes available for you. A third online. Not quite
actually had it, but wow, that's a big round.
The swing and the trade, and that is going to be the
they picked the right site.
Oh, what a play by BCJ! You could see it was getting dangerous just by how the minimap was set up at the beginning of the round.
English watching Tarek play Wordle.
Too much of a gamble either. Only 3 players A at the beginning of the round.
Wow, the back-to-back timeouts.
And they themselves are taking a timeout. Here's the replay. BCJ getting on a really tight off angle there. The pick up Baby Bay. Pop flashes himself back in with a nade that was coming out from Zekken too to stop any players from getting aggressive on him and trading. Oh, BCJ's happy about that one.
He's feeling himself, man. He's feeling himself. I got to say as well, I mean, while we've got a bit of time here, the XSET guys, a lot of attention obviously on Cryo and Zekken, but I think this playoffs, I don't know, I've seen an uptick in terms of the performance of some of these players.
I'm
BCJ
in mobile.
Had some incredible moments.
Oh yeah, get
Aaron
this up by
I mean,
dexterity. There you go.
The highest numbers, but I think he's been particularly clean on a lot of these retakes as well.
I think the role change, putting Def more, I mean, I know he's playing smokes here on split because they're running double controller, but putting him more onto that flex initiator role and having Aaron play primary smokes,
the stream
I think
too loud?
both players in terms of consistency and in terms of their fragging output as well. But for FaZe, I mean, you could say kind of the same with Flyer coming into the team. That was a smart roster move, bringing him back on board. That's helped them go on this playoffs run.
Honestly, become a Sova man?
Right now.
Hell no.
Yeah, massive round win for
Hell no.
And FaZe take the timeout. And are
timeout like this, what is usually said?
I
Well,
mean,
it's
I'm
tactical
sure
timeouts, right? So they're talking about maybe what went wrong, what they want to change,
hit,
what they want to do next.
Going to be an A here.
They're set up for the same thing. Fault line up. Neon takes a ramp. And the question is now more so just how do they deal with the
he didn't even... What? Who's the third guy?
Simply don't.
Okay.
Who died? Who else died?
Disrespect being shown.
Wait. What? I didn't even see 3 people there.
Players were facing within the fast lane. Baby Bay wasn't pushed up entirely. I think maybe the idea was that they punish anyone who tried to swing into it, but I mean, just absolute big guy buffs, big guy sees.
Oh, he's right there.
You're just tearing them asunder.
He didn't even flash.
Timing as Baby
Right?
Bay's got a stun in his hand.
Look, he's feeling it.
Baby Bay pulls out the
He's
stun.
feeling it.
BCJ swings, and I think you're dead right, Bren. I think
I love
the
the
FaZe
cams.
adjustment there was supposed to be, let's hold the fast lane and try and punish the XSET players who swung. And they didn't manage it. XSET still able to find the timing.
He's
now,
feeling
FaZe
it.
are on a bad buy. And running a bit more of a default with this.
What are your thoughts on
early
timeouts
control.
and
We've seen
ranked?
this kind of round before from them as well.
No.
We've also seen them win these rounds.
Definitely not.
Very
It would be
true.
abused.
Dicey, tour de force. Still a bit more cautious now.
Covering it. Obscuring vision.
In terms of the first half win rates, Brent, when you've been watching FaZe on their playoffs run, their first half v second half is just night and day. So the fact that they're starting off with 4 rounds here, it's pretty good.
What?
Their split attack has not been successful, but their first halves have been. But they need at least 5 in the first half to be able to win. That's just been the theme so far. I know that this is a attack side split and you can really pull out huge defensive rounds. But so far with FaZe, they've played so much better in the first half than they have the second. Some kind of weird psychological game at foot there, but...
Yeah, it's really strange, honestly.
I've never seen it before.
How did I convince myself to get a salad?
FaZe have been consistently repeating the same pattern in these playoffs. They just take their foot off the gas in the second half a little. Or you could spin that the other way and that they come out of the gates incredibly strong.
This round, largely cleaned up, I think, for XSET. Pretty standard stuff. You saw the Seekers being used in the mid-round just for that information in case there was a contact play, I imagine. In FaZe, they're worried about that when they're on this half pipe. Boys will look to do a bit of damage. Quick peek, gets the info. Picked up the rifle as well. Okay, well, no time though. Won't be able to win out this round unless somehow just goes around the map and kills both of them, but nothing else is going to be happening.
But XSET have got good economy here as well, so even the damage that he's done is not truly important.
And it's the final round.
It's the final round of the half.
Yeah.
Cryo's still going to be able to op here. Aaron has a Viper's Pit. XSET have all the tools that they need to be able to shut this down. The question for FaZe, when you're playing against probably Aaron pitting off the rip, somewhere like mid, that's what he did with his previous ult, and you have Cryo opping, it feels like running a fast round would be a good idea.
Me sitting here eating brownies and ice cream as I unbox my salad.
Them have failed, so
that,
they might be in a bit of a dilemma here.
Honestly,
you can see this is actually going to be like a fake of the A ramp pressure with the same fault line, a bit of a different.
I feel like I could cry while I eat this.
But actually, the spike is not committed. Players aren't either.
Oh, baby Bay! Okay, Zekken. Sidestep out from the box. He does get the trade online, and yeah, it's not the mid Viper's Pit. Aaron just dropped that one down. He had to respect the fact that they could be running through it, but still they have to get through all of this utility. The smokes dropped.
Put enough sauce.
The Viper was down, but I'll be coming back.
It tastes like
enough.
a Chipotle sandwich.
For FaZe, I think they'll be happy with that. Going 1-for-1 with Baby Bay and BCJ. I mean, BCJ's been on fire recently, and it's allowed
Chipotle,
FaZe
Chick-fil-A.
to
The
get
fuck
a
am I
bit of
saying?
mid-control.
Chipotle sandwich.
These defensive players were pulled
Chipotle
towards
sandwich.
A ramp at the beginning of the round, so they're not here early enough to contest.
Incredibly grouped from FaZe. 1 round and a half. They can make it 7-5.
That's pretty successful.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to be walking back into Cryo here, holding the line with the operator to try and get Flyer in position to use his breach
Please
ult.
don't fly out.
Recall on it. Cryo's got to be aware, surely. They could be making the play. He just about respects it. Keeps away to safety and ended up spotting a lot of them. Rolling Thunder now. Scattered across. Cosmic Divide on top of it. And the pull. Everything being utilized for them to try and grab control of the B side and try and get that plant down. 20 seconds remaining with FaZe picking up that 1 kill in mid. Things could be looking up right now for FaZe.
This Cosmic Divide is going to allow XSET to get a lot of control for their retake, but they are not going to be allowed to use any ultimates, any abilities at all. Poised with that null command. And look at the positioning of XSET. They know where these post-plant players are.
Wow, but the elevation, Superman. It's favored in that one. In fact, it's got a teammate just below him as well. Cryo holding it down, scoped up. Needs to find this angle, needs to find a shot to just try and at least create an opening for him, but now he's just left alone. Suppressed as well, can't even help the Headhunter. An impossible task with the crossfire set up there, and that's going to be FaZe getting that 5th round on the board in this first half. 7-5 being the case here for Split. An interesting first half as well, going against the grain, I think, for what we expected of FaZe. Going to a short break on the other side of things, we'll see the continuation of Split, so don't go anywhere.
Wait. Why did I get kale salad? Kale is fucking disgusting. Oh my god. This is fucking disgusting. I can't eat this. It's actually disgusting. It's not for taste, it's for health. It's disgusting. Fat opinion. This guy said put some hot sauce on it. Who the hell puts hot sauce on their salad? Is that a thing? I'll be down, actually. Bro, Kale is gross. These guys are eating chips.
Extremely one-sided halves, but they've always been at the beginning of a map. They don't really have.
I haven't
any
had a
maps
salad
where
in a
they've been
while,
able to do an incredible comeback. They did win 1-5-7 against LG,
I
where
feel
they were
like
able to come back and still win the map.
the least
But
I could
generally,
do.
they like to be leading.
Considering I had 6 slices of pizza 2 days ago.
Now, even though they're on the favored side, you could argue of split.
And I still have the rest
I think
in my
this
fridge.
is still going to be a really sticky one for FaZe to
I don't know
try
what I'm
and
going to
pull
do with
out.
it. Maybe I'll have it for dinner.
Dicey to be going
Salad for
huge
lunch,
here
pizza
them.
for dinner.
And Baby Bay to avoid those first deaths, of which he had tons in the first half.
Yeah.
Of course, you still want to apply the pressure and apply the threat to XSET. That you could be playing aggressive, that you can be retaking map control.
Look at how grouped they are.
Yeah.
Started over towards A main, anticipating a bit of aggression. Maybe they could battle out with numbers, and they are still grouped. XSET don't want to take any risks with this one.
For FaZe, they're actually running some kind of trap play, I think, off the back of a fault line. And now they're going to go and have Baby Bay clear out that area of the map.
Haven't taken B main, though. Still, Deva's aware. He knows that this position could be compromised and could be taken, and the crossfires are being set up now. FaZe obliterating XSET as they just try and work their way in from heaven.
And that B main control never happened. Dicey pushed Death and got aggressive onto him. Even as Dicey falls, Baby Bay's wrapped so quickly.
The babe!
Just bides his time. Effective enough. Some call it baiting, but it's certainly going to be getting a kill at the end of the day.
Sometimes baiting's good for your team.
Don't tell my ranked teammates that.
Stun onto Cryo, 2v4 now for the XSET players, and the FaZe retake is coming thick and fast.
Aaron's going to do some absolute magic. I mean, with the frenzy in his hands, it might have been possible. Still, it's going to be FaZe. Going to be able to get that defuse online. Now, winning that pistol round bodes well for them, I think.
Yeah, they might need to be taking, from XSET's point of view in that pistol, they might need to be taking somebody with Def to retake B main control there.
The B main.
Because you know the extremities are going to be contested. The way that FaZe's defense works, they're going to have Baby Bay fighting on one side of the map. They're going to have Dicey posted up with his rendezvous on an aggressive off angle on the other side. And pick your poison on which one you end up going into there.
Which CS casters would you like to hear?
You've got to be cautious of it.
Let's get Moses
Now, this is
and
XSET forcing.
Staticus.
Same situation.
Or
as well,
Staticus and
too.
Henry G, I guess, would
XSET
make
are
more
going to buy
sense.
up
But
into this.
or Moses and I guess
for
Anders.
a
Fuck it. Down for that too.
Opted into it though.
Moses, Anders plus Henry G.
They have
Staticus.
taken a lot of space. Up into mid, into the ropes, just scouting it out, making sure that there's no, again, unsavory angles. A bit delayed in terms of the way they were peeking that one, but crouched, looking for a bit of information. FaZe players, though, look at their positions, ready to absorb anything that might just come their way over towards A. Poised anchoring in a far back as well. Screens being watched down, Baby Bay just in heaven.
There's 3 here.
Around this corner.
They break that.
Great information going to be found.
I mean, that is a
I
ton
didn't.
of info.
They know there's 3 there.
May well have to adjust their game plan in this round.
By the way, XSET force.
Expecting a defensive rotation to come through, or at least FaZe to be ready on the trigger. XSET now looking like they want to fake towards B heaven, or perhaps commit. There is a trademark here, and getting the information on where Dicey is playing that could be important for future gun rounds as well.
Trademark is going to trigger that fault line. Gets destroyed. Fault line rips across. Still, they are fast into the side.
Wait, what?
Not wasting any time. But still, Fly holds onto the high ground. Dicey as well was not pushed
Spectator
away
glitch.
from that one angle.
They didn't get one.
And they have just fallen.
On the force.
XSET. Only Aaron left alive, and with this force into this one, the economy is going to be taken once again a tumble.
There's always
A
eating when I
reset.
join a stream. There's
Back to the
lunchtime.
drawing board.
This is exactly
Somewhere.
what FaZe needed to get them into this game. Aaron's not giving up, still going
What
for it
time
with
do you
a
guys
Spectre,
consider
but
dinner time?
ends up getting
6
shut down.
p.m.?
And I really feel like XSET have opened the
7
door to
p.m.?
a FaZe.
8?
I'm not going to call it a comeback. It was only a 7-5 half, but this could be a bit of momentum that FaZe need to get something really going on.
Most people are saying 6 or 7.
What a demon Dicey has been
Damn.
so
And
far
I
in
think,
this half.
Yeah, part of the reason it's so dangerous is because of this guy at the top of the scoreboard.
I guess that
And
makes sense.
He had a phenomenal first half just in terms of what he was putting up numbers-wise. But now you're in his playground, the defensive side, where he can take those off angles. He can hold the space.
Yeah.
And he's going to disrespect you. Even if you use utility to clear him, he's going to be holding his angle most of the time still.
And on the pistol round, he gets rid of Def and holds on to B main control. In that second round, he kills 2 players that are coming down from B heaven.
Just not worried about it at all, was he?
So this is going to be a light buy from XSET.
I'm usually having like breakfast at 6 p.m.
Sometimes it feels like that's his
on
weapon
my
of
old
choice,
schedule.
even on the rifle rounds.
Yeah.
And this is, once more, a pretty standard approach to the defense from FaZe. They're not going to fight really aggressively for mid most of the time.
Unbelievable, the flash. Oh, boy.
One enemy remaining.
Not a
Dealt
chance.
with. And look at that, right on the other side of things, poised. Looks like he was set up nicely with the rest of his team.
Yeah, just playing off the back of Baby Bay.
Yeah.
You've got that duo of Poison Baby Bay holding down A main really aggressively. And that makes the Viper utility from Arin functionally useless. Because the Viper utility is supposed to fake like you could be going up A ramp. You could be taking that area of the map with 1, 2, 5 players. And if FaZe are playing A ramp aggressively
Just
with
right
Poison
past
Baby Bay, you're never worried about people lurking up that area.
Yeah.
Of course, it means that you're not as quick to pivot.
true, Gabby.
Some kind of mid hit, running an A split might be particularly effective on those rounds.
All lined up.
6 p.m.
for
is so
him.
early.
Yeah.
If I have dinner at 6, at 10, I'm hungry again. If you have dinner at 6, you're probably going to sleep at 10.
Rifles here.
Yeah. Get some better weaponry in their hands. FaZe look to potentially snowball this one out of control. Oh, Valen's going to be cheering for them.
Someone has 3 million viewers on Twitch.
Armor here?
Don't distract me, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he had the money for it. Maybe just forgot. Oh, the close-up dog, BCJ.
Holy fuck!
Oh, my word.
He has 3
Just
million
mixing it
viewers
up.
on
FaZe
Twitch.
haven't fought for mid at any point in this half so far. Walk down, punish onto BCJ. Easy peasy.
That is dire.
Dicey 5-0 in
Think
first
he'll raid
kills.
me after?
He is absolutely demolishing.
Imagine a 3 million viewer raid.
Make a bit of a contact.
Hey, what's up,
You
guys?
can expect this one, Cryo. He has just opened it up. Wasn't looking great for them, especially with that angle that Baby Bay was holding. You never really anticipate that, but still, the damage now done. Poised. Monstrous task ahead of
It's
him.
like a
to try and
boxing
anchor this
event.
one down. His teammates, though, supporting Superman from the high ground. You got to be joking. And he collects 3. No one trades him out. Another round win for FaZe, and an important one. Once more, the gun's taken out of XSET's hands.
Superman.
Doing superbly here. And one of the themes of FaZe defense is that they're not even letting XSET get into post-plant situations. They are crushing them, anchoring the sights, pressuring their extremities. This time, going for the first pick down mid. And putting the squeeze on them as they enter through these choke points.
Huh?
This is a very different approach to the defense side from these two teams. And for FaZe, it's working beautifully.
Yeah.
In the group stage, this team was playing retakes all the time. That was all they were going for on their defense side. And now they've mixed it up superbly.
There's extra elements that they sprinkle in every now and then.
More aggression towards A ramp. Aaron finds one, traded out, and they're using that information to try and get really quick through B heaven.
That's a really fast pivot.
But they don't have B main control again. It's Dicey once more, holding down that area of the map.
Ooh. Yeah, the bird's going to go a bit skew with there. Aftershock pushes them back once more. I like the idea behind XSET. They wanted to quickly take space. They've been pushed back. Once again, cautiously trying to retake. Hold control, hold those angles. But Josh, you are right. They gave up that B main control. Dicey. Oh, it could be dangerous still.
What? He flashed himself.
Flash off to the side. He dodges it. Not going to be rewarded though. Flyer also takes out Cryo.
Dicey is so pushed. I mean, he's contesting market angles at the moment.
He's fearless.
He really is.
He really is fearless. This is a thing that as well that's honestly I respect the most about FaZe is that these guys have been adding so many extra bits and pieces to their overall game plan over the course of the playoffs. They've been evolving as a team, but they haven't lost the confidence. A lot of teams tend to drop that as well, especially in these high-pressure situations. An elimination match.
Yo, wait.
Copenhagen on the line. But still, they make these plays.
500 MS right there.
He's not afraid to take the first fights, even when they're going poorly. If he
thought I fell
set up
asleep.
the rest of his team.
It's time to do it.
Dicey is not afraid to take duels against anybody.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you've got Superman putting up
What's
that playoffs performance again. Valen was talking about it on the desk. This guy steps up when the pressure
50
is
word
on.
essay due
Superman
tomorrow?
delivers.
Nasty.
And they really are shutting down.
What do you mean 50
the
words?
XSET
Double spaced
star
or what?
players. It's not been.
You got
an
50 words due
explosive
tomorrow? What the
performance
fuck you
coming
doing
out
here,
from
man?
Cryozekin. We've had some moments.
Get to
where
work,
Cryo's been
motherfucker.
able to grab a couple of entry kills up in a ramp and make something happen for XSET. But overall, this has been a limp attack side. FaZe really coming out swinging here. Up 10-7.
Timeout for XSET. Got to work out difference maker, I think. Because they are really just.
Bro, you don't know
finding it
where
hard to
he's
get an
from.
edge. All this aggressive A main control that FaZe are playing.
In some
initially
parts of the
for
world,
it means
50
they
words
can't get
is an
by without
essay.
the Viper lurk.
But the thing is that
Yeah, Dicey
sometimes you
is
gotta
just-
turn in like
I mean,
12 essays.
even if you use utility to clear him out, it feels like he's still going to be coming back to disrespect you in B main, wherever he might want to be playing.
And for XSET, they have a really weird puzzle for them on attack because they can take mid control. I don't doubt that. XSET could have mid control for free in a lot of these rounds if they put bodies there. But the question is, when you get to the site, how
It's a
do
joke,
you
chat,
plant
for
freely
big
and
up.
play post plants in that situation when you don't have a ramp or you don't have B
I know.
main? It makes these post plant situations
thing is-
really wonky. Were they to get into?
I think people know it's a joke, but they're still making fun of
FaZe are
it.
fighting tooth and nail for extremities. Look
And
at
that's
this
what makes
again.
it funnier.
So much
Wow.
into this one, but the
Roll
players
back,
are ready.
Ursi.
BCJ on the ropes. Everybody dealt with. He's going to be falling. A lot of utility out of that one as well. You see from XSET side of things, they're just making sure that they can
50
hold
word
control
essay, bro.
of
My
mid
words
as
per minute is
Trailblazer
140.
Comes up, scouts a bit of what
I'm
might
banging
be
out 140 in a
lurking up
minute.
B heaven. The XSET players are leaning a completely different way.
Look how much of the map XSET have for free. They could walk into A Heaven right now. They could walk into the site if they knew that this area was open. And FaZe are just
Oh,
determined
no.
Look how
to
far
hold
Aaron is.
onto the A ramp and B main areas.
Aaron is in. He's so far in his spawn.
This is just going to come down to timing.
What is going on here?
And whether Flyer and Poise can hit some shots.
He holds it still. Boys just making a solo push there into the sewers. XSET.
They know he's there.
Shift jumping up
Oh.
there into sewers. But
He actually
BCJ
could have got
catches him.
more.
And they've dealt with the threat. A really
Sky ult.
wild
Be
push out of
safe.
A main.
Oh my goodness.
But eventually, Flyer and Poise do fall, and they only took
I
one
wonder
player
if
with
these
them.
guys get
This
there
should
in
allow
time.
XSET to get into a decent post-plant situation, 4v2. Barring any miracles coming out from the two top fraggers of FaZe, Superman and Dicey.
Oh. They don't know about cryo.
Superman? Okay.
They're aware a little
Opportunity to
bit.
deny the plan. I think planted for heaven there with a bit of spam, but doesn't find it. Needs to wait for Dicey to try and cover his back, and he is in heaven now.
Now he's up.
Onto the ramp, 31 health. Does he find the shot? Does he find the mark? The answer is no.
Uh-oh.
In his maker.
FaZe still with a decent lead.
2 words per
We've
minute?
seen them
I think I do like,
slip up in these
yeah,
second
100,
halves before.
120.
I think we should also
Not
They
bad.
need to close the door on XSET and start to punish the economy here, I think, because XSET are getting it into a decent place right now.
The thing is, I don't have the
Heading
proper
into round
typing
19.
form.
A reminder
And
that
from my
XSET are
understanding,
14-2 this
If
year
you
on split.
use the correct
They
10
don't
key
lose this map,
layout,
except to
you'll be the most
top
efficient
tier
and the
opponents.
fastest. I just
And
type
FaZe looked a
randomly.
bit dodgy
I just
here.
press however I
This
press.
would be a major upset to begin this BO5 series.
It would really, I think, shift.
Show us? I'll show you
after the
after.
overall series. I
That's
mean,
not even
we heard
that
the answer
fast,
stuff.
is
I think
it?
everybody would have expected.
I've done it. I've done the
XSET
racing test on stream
be
plenty of
favored in this
times.
one.
Yeah, just because you're the favorite doesn't mean you win the match. If that was always the case, we wouldn't even bother playing the games.
Yeah, sure.
I suppose it tilts the keyboard? No.
Why not?
Dicey's going to play a tucked position here.
100,
at B main.
120
He's
is
been
extremely fast.
contesting this
Damn.
area really
I got a future in
aggressively
typing, you're
the previous
telling me?
rounds, but XSET still have the guts to just contact walk into B. That could have meant death to any of their players. They are just peeking these angles without utility, and that means Dicey doesn't realize how close these
I mean,
players
you guys
are.
are typing all day. You guys
It could be
type
in
pretty
his face
fast,
before
too.
he can respond, but of course, the rendezvous always going to be good for it.
Trigger peek. Flash, Dicey, dodge
The way some of you motherfuckers spam.
No one's looked at him.
Anybody going to scale off of this one here?
Oh,
Second?
they cleared
Okay,
him.
eventually covers
They
that
cleared
one
him.
angle. Seconds life not going to be in vain, but maybe he wants to try and play this one fast and lose still with
Bro,
the overdrive.
this motherfucking
it's taken out of his
Fitbit
hands.
keeps reminding me to walk.
Back, looking at that scoreboard still. Okay, fragment from Poise is going to be denying quite a bit, but
Oh,
Cryo
the
has
lurk.
got the impeccable timing. Lurking his way through mid, takes it in the end, helps his team out.
What a bold call from Def, I think, in that round. I really can't overstate how much danger there could have potentially been.
Into that.
Just contacting into the area of the map where Dicey's been playing aggressive angles. And then look at the double take from BCJ. He flashes. That was his second flash. The first one a bit of a fake, I think, just to help the first end. And then flashes
What was
himself
that?
through, takes a look at the close left, and then he processes the information. But that's Dicey.
Just the whip back is like, oh my goodness. Can't
And
let it get
also,
out of control.
just speaking to the confidence of Dicey that he doesn't go for the rendezvous there. That he just holds it.
just
What was that? Did you guys hear that
He's
sound?
just playing to disrespect XSET and see if he can pick up some cheeky kills here and there and turn the round around. This game is now getting really close. It was neck and neck the entire first half. FaZe obviously getting out to a really strong lead in the second. But XSET feel like they've figured something out here. They were able to dismantle, or get a pick over by A ramp and cause a bit of chaos in the camp when it came to round 18. And round 19 is just a B exec.
What's going on in the shot?
Player early on because they're able to take a lot of map control off the rip.
Just for free.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of read they had that, you know, Dicey wouldn't be playing that angle. It ends up working out for them. Potentially the fact that Dicey has been playing back at pillar every time they've been trying to go for those BX execs straight from heaven.
Yeah. The question is, do they mix it up? This looks like it's going to be a bit of mid-aggression for FaZe. They caught BCJ with his dog in his hands last time.
Cryo, oh my goodness, you're in danger. Aftershock, the vulnerable! It's all comboed up together.
That's perfect.
But I actually genuinely wonder how many people went to like go like open their door.
The player is going to tuck into that angle if they hear a flash and a neon running down mid. Punished to perfection. Gorgeous utility from Superman and Flyer.
He's going to be happy with that one. Out of all the players as well to get that opening pick on, Cryo's the one who's honestly been salvaging some of these rounds.
Bro, when I first heard that shit, I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Still have the front-loaded firepower to get into some of the sites here.
And then I was like,
using the blast pipe to get rid
what's
of the
going on?
Triggers out fragment grenade from Poised as he tries to retain control over B Heaven. Flash, a knife. Using a lot of the KO utility there to gain information in B Heaven. And now XSET have just bled it out and can go back into him.
The idea here, maybe a bit of a fake onto the A side. Looks like they were leaning for the stars. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Contact play.
It's just impeccable.
The Phantom Gamer, dude.
Just holds it down, the reset. Aaron looks to try and salvage anything, but Dice is watching it.
Oh, what a tremendous play by Poised. I think he overuses his utility a bit there, and XSET have the right read. It's a good call from Def to go back into Poised. But you're not expecting the KO to hit a 3K on you as you walk into heaven.
It's the danger of FaZe, isn't it?
It is. There's so much
that's the way to die.
Dicey, but they do have potent fraggers.
Look at this. Bit of lack of confidence maybe there from Def as well. Didn't want to take the fast and loose swing to try and trade that one.
Well, they've been contacting a lot around the map, trying to draw out utility from FaZe and get into an advantage when they finally exec. But you are going to run into danger. You are just going to walk into people's crosshairs occasionally.
Still have good guns.
Important round.
No one's really up that much.
If you look at the money
that I've noticed.
One they're going to need to convert because a few of them might be able to buy onto the next round.
Cryo did a little bit, but
Valen spoke about how XSET
aren't that many. There didn't have that many kills.
Using a lot of mid control and then splitting with the showstopper. So all eyes on Zekken here with his ult online.
This off angle is still good. I feel like everyone spams it. But now that I said that, he's gonna get 2. And then now that I said that, he's gonna die.
Def is once more going to attempt to take.
Yeah, I just feel like everyone spams this shit now.
Dicey could be around there. This time asks for a flash from BCJ to get onto the angle.
Ooh, what is this angle by Dicey?
Going to take the showstopper into B main
Close
instead
up?
of going for that split play.
Dicey could do some serious damage. Any player that oversteps himself, Cosmic Divide, double satchel play, and look at that.
Dude, no one respects the Raze ult, man. Nobody, dude.
He's going to be supporting it.
30 seconds left.
And the play is just disrupted.
Oh.
The play is killed. Yet Aaron, he wants to capitalize. He loads his way up through mid, and he's managed to find his opening. Snake bite. Great timing with that one. It locks out FaZe.
No one is scared of it.
Follow up on all of this.
Every time I pop Raze ult these last 2 days,
Def is sprinting.
there's not a single person that runs away. And I don't think it's because they know I'm on Raze. Because the ult sucks.
He is just going to be able to get to the site in time. And once more, Cryo is on the lurk here.
Something needs to happen here. Big performance out of one of the players.
The cover.
Right into the fast lane. Aaron tries to take the timing. Still from the high ground once more.
Wow.
Ripping
Great.
around, and it's Def who secures it. But the help of Cryo, it's enough of a distraction that they just about get it.
Gorgeous play there. Really good from both sides, actually. I love the slide coming out from Baby Bay. You could see how much that messed with the crosshair placement.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Cryo's been really smart on these lurk plays. You expect Cryo to be a heavy hitter, to be dueling in the same way that Dicey does and trying to find entry kills for them. But instead, he's actually picking up much more of a backstabbing role in the post plants.
Almost what Def used to do.
Yes, absolutely. Def used to be a heavy lurker, and this time he's actually going with the spike into the site. And it's Cryo that's picking up that backstab role. And Aaron does a gorgeous job with his
setting it up.
Setting that play up.
Yeah.
Once more, a slow default to begin this round, seeing if they can catch some aggression.
Look at the donator. Look at the donator.
Score 10-11. Dancing on a